Welcome, Trender people. It's Spring Trends on Western Spring Television. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei, welcoming you especially to this Tuesday edition of Spring Trends, where we'll speak to everything trending, on social media. What is trending, who is trending, where they're trending, and we get to take reactions. Femi is here. Welcome on board, Femi.
Thank you very much.
Let's get right to business, shall we? We learned that, government officials in Lagos, went ahead to demolish operatives of the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Code, dislodged illegal squatters under Elegbata Bridge in Lagos. We'll watch this video and you'll see where people are living, and you wonder how people are able to live under such conditions. I watched that video and I cringed because I wonder how people live under such conditions. I've always heard of people say, oh, maybe while they're talking, like, I cannot go and live under a bridge, but I did not know that really people lived. When I mean lived, it's not like you sleep there this night and you go your way. People have houses on the bridge. They sleep there. There is a home on the bridge, as you can see the demolition, and they pay. Yeah, so it's like an
there
estate.
Are and agents there.
Yes, it's like an estate on its own. Let's take reactions at this time. This one is from NS_J4. It says, these people get villages of what? Why will you be homeless when you have a home? So he's saying, if you're from somewhere, why don't you just go back to your village instead of staying on the bridge in Lagos? Ibiron Kerachel says they chased them some time ago when this same bridge got burned, but they all returned again. And _Adejo_ says that space you see isn't free. If you hear what they pay, you'd be shocked. And Pretty Blonde _girl says, if you have shelter bar, God has answered 89% of your prayers. Forget. And Femi, I just need your reaction to this because I watched that video and I saw, cooking utensils, I saw buckets, I saw mattresses, people even have structures under the bridge, some even close to the waterways.
It's a home.
People are giving birth in this environment.
Yeah, they're raising family.
I'm sure this thing will have agents, so the way you have agents.
Of course, some people will be collecting the money now. I think like 3-4 months ago, a particular bridge, was attended to in this way as well, forgotten, and which you see people having shelters, just some steel, iron, the one we call container. Yeah. People just put it up, and people are coming there to collect Ohiolei, agents and landlords, under that bridge. The three, according to elementary sciences, the basic three needs of life: shelter, raiment, and food. Actually, and people will do anything to have those. But then somebody raised the point and said, Shebi, you get villages, can't you go back to your village? Some persons just like is it Daria Talade's song that said or Timi Dakolo, I'm leaving home, I'm never coming back. Yeah. So some persons have said bye-bye to their villages, and whatever it takes.
I'm going to make it in this Lagos.
I'm telling you, whatever it takes. The grass to graze narrative. But then sometimes, if the thing won't come choke you, not that it's choking them now, it's choking them extra. And these are the things you see. What would be the productivity of somebody living in this kind of situation?
I mean, the noise.
How do they think? Now you go to Lagos, see people are aggressive. There will be somebody who lives under this kind of bridge with trucks, cars flying. I mean, flying the main bridge, and you guys are down there, and sometimes they get robbed in this kind of place as well. These are the things. It's not just now. It has always been happening. We hear about Bridge Ilongbe, my first night in Lagos, and when people make it, so it now makes people to leave their villages to say, oh, if it's Abe Bridge, you can go and live there, and then you will make it. But it's not Nollywood. Some people make it, some people will never make it. Some people will get, you know, they will get killed, they will get robbed, they will get, you know, attacked. And these are some, just like people who will leave whatever challenge they have to sell whatever they can sell, gather some money, go through the Mediterranean or go through the desert. Yes, some people go through, luckily, they get to the other side, they make it. But then they won't tell you the scores of people that are littered. The scores are military scores, or people who have died. Some people kill themselves out of survive, out of water when the heat is scorching. And these are some of the things we see. So, yeah, should we try? We keep trying. Should we take a risk? We keep taking a risk. And but make sure it's a calculated
And I also want you to speak to the government's part of destroying these bridges. Some people said, yeah, kudos, because these bridges are hideouts for criminals. Someone even said, you cannot pass through some areas, is it Alagbon in Lagos, some under bridges in Lagos when it's night, or you're the only person there. Or Akmobon, thank you. Or probably your car broke down in that particular area. They said just because it's a hideout for criminals. So a lot of people have said kudos to the government for doing this, while some people feel you cannot chase people out of this place and you're not providing
the thing is,
somewhere else for them to go to.
We take things out of our sentiment at times, which I understand, because even I mean to accept, I may affect, I will see whatever the government is doing through that prism, or the fact that they are inconveniencing me, they don't care for me. But the thing is, something must just give at some point in time. Something might happen. And let's say, God forbid, that bridge collapses, it will kill scores of people. People will be saying, where is the local government? Where is Lagos Environmental Clinic, all across? If there is a way the government can help to say, okay, we'll resettle you guys to a particular camp or something, if they can do that. But they won't, because of what people will say. Hideout of criminals. Those criminals, they will collect the Ohiolei now. Even if you sleep in another computer building, some persons will come and meet you and say, now we they guard this place. It's not their house. I was easing myself somewhere in Ibadan. And somebody said, this place that I'm doing my minor, that they declare our langbale bill that I should pay. Wait till you give the body collect that. Because it wasn't funny. A public place, so these are the kind of things. And somebody said, okay, if 7 p.m., 8 p.m., you better keep going. And in some parts of Lagos, the moment you are passing, everyone is saying, Omoba won't pay. Don't look back. You are not Omoba. You are not Ade Femi or Ade Kiniko. The moment they are not doing Oba in my house, Omoba won't pay. Keep moving, because you will be robbed and police might be standing. People will be passing like they don't send you. These are some of the things we do.
All right, let's move on to the next story this morning. We are still in Lagos. A lady made a comment on social media which actually elicited outcry on social media. Some people were not having it, especially people that called themselves owners of the land, Ohiolei in Yoruba. This is Nurse Ugbede, I hope I got that name pronounced well, who made a post on social media saying, this Lagos is a smelly city. People smell, the streets smell, and the gutters smell, the water smells. Everything is smelly. I am tired. Like I said, it's a comment from Nurse Ugbede. And, you know, a buyer obedient on social media is saying, dear fellow Lagos, or dear at follow LASG. I thought that this follow LASG thing was talked about sometime, where, you know, Governor Sanwo-Olu said they are not in support of whatever it is.
I think that's Lagospedia.
Okay, Lagospedia. This is official. It says, this lady, Nurse Ugbede, that you have empowered over Aworis, Ijebus, Egbas, Ilajes, and other Yorubas in Lagos, has now spat over your face. You're leaving the lives and economy of Lagos in the hands of people that hate their employers. No private firm will ever accept this public ridicule from an employee he pays. We all know how it will end if Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Mudashiru Obasa will not start demanding respect from people that are taking jobs away from aboriginals. We will also not stop adding external legal pressure until we get the desired respect. Will it be too much to ask that this lady be asked to respectfully get a job from our saner state of origin or at best our region. And we can see another comment here from Ademini Yomoawori, the real Aworis. Says, Alpha Bayo, which hospital is she working with? I think this Bagada General Hospital. We can match there. No yawa, we gather days. These are people who want to protest that a lady, because of a comment she made on social media, be put out of a job because she says Lagos is smelly. Let's take reactions. We'll move to the studio. Jelly Knox says, this is our opinion of Lagos. When has it become a crime to have an opinion? And Tony Amanda says, but she didn't lie, Sha. I stayed in Lagos for 1 month plus and everywhere smells. Funniest thing is the environment is clean, but still smells. They really need to look into it because it seems people are connecting their sewage to the drainage system there. Even both mainland and island smell. Inedo official says, our brother awaits you at Nurse Ubede. President Donald Trump will appreciate your visa application ASAP. But please kindly correct the part that says the people also smell because our mothers and loved ones are also in Lagos. Inshallah, we are one Nigeria and one nation. Let's love lead. And next, underscore Auto says, why are you guys bashing out? Lagos descent. So, tell me you have it. People want to march to Bagada General Hospital and ask that she put off a job because she says Lagos smells. And you can see some people feel it's an opinion and it shouldn't be taken with that kind of reaction. The government should look into why we have dirt and probably the smelly thing in Lagos. But by the way, not everywhere smells. Your thoughts?
I don't even know where to start. But let me start by saying, they smell. They worry everybody.
Okay.
Really. But let me start from here. She is a civil servant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If there are codes of civil servant that she has breached, then she could be queried. But as a human being, she has the right to say. But then on which guys are you stating that? Especially, well, that last election,
it divided the people.
And it's not looking like
By the way, some people, because I read the comments, some people believe that she is Igbo. But at the end of the day, we realize...
It sounds like a Benue name.
She's not Igbo. She's actually, I think they said she's from Kogi.
Kogi, yeah, that's Landak and a Gala name. So yes. It's either from Benue or Kogi. Okay.
She's Kogi, she's not even
the thing is, any name that does... there are some persons that out of their folly, out of the fact that they have not really traveled beyond the shores or whatever.
Anyone that is not...
If you are not Igbo, you are Yoruba or Hausa. Yes. So they don't think there is a... If you say somebody is from Edo, they say Omo Igbo.
Omo Igbo, yeah.
If they is from Kogi, they say Omo Hausa. You have to upgrade. Yeah. And I'm telling those persons, anybody that is not Igbo, is not Hausa, that is not Yoruba.
When you hear a name that does not really sound like your own, Yoruba,
Hausa and Igbo. They will say somebody is from Cross River, they will say Kini Yato. In Kakana, you are not that smart. You are not well experienced. That's just the way it is. And this is what traveling opens us to. But then, it's more like whatever you are complaining about, it doesn't fit your mouth. It's our Lagos. Nobody should badmouth our Lagos. And that by obedience, what he has done is a setup. Just setting and it looked like sarcasm in the first place because the obedience and Lagos people normally they know the ones who say Lagos is for Lagos. They know the grief. So possibly it started as a sarcasm, but you have already set her up, and people are saying we are going to march there. This is my issue with Nigerians. The people where they really choke now.
You're not protesting.
You will not march there. They want to march to General Hospital Baga. That's why I say this man. Everybody I don't want to say bad things, but it look like they are not too far from being crazy. Yeah. That's just the thing. You leave your job, your organizing job, your media job, there are a bunch of people who are not, they don't have good things to do. You now go and march to General Hospital. People, where they choke you, where they buy for a 1-2, they say that you go, hey, Baba, just because it's our own. Just like some persons in some parts of the country, they say persons still, they say Shebi is our money. Shebi is our thief. That one Nigerian thing. I don't want to say but it's not looking like it.
The last election really divided us.
And it's not looking like we are mending it.
Yes, we should be looking at mending.
It's our city. Share some part of the place, know this, man. Some lucky they drink the water.
That's true. But,
But I'm not saying you should badmouth the community just because you want to make a point. But people should channel their energy to the people that they are choking their life. Not Sugbede.
All right, we'll move to our next story this morning, with a video. Let's watch this video. I want you to watch it, and probably you can make a sense out of it. And we'll come back. We'll take. All right, so if you do not know what's going on, let me put a context to it. That is the Ebonyi State Airport, the one that was commissioned by former Governor David Umahi before he left the office. You know that airport now, Plaza Airport, that had so many colors. Some people call it Rainbow Airport. Some people call it Plaza Airport. A lot of people just have names for it. But then people have said, did Ebonyi really need the airport at the time? And what has been the situation of this airport since it was commissioned? Because people say that they don't think, planes fly in and out of that airport, or it has just been there, So now they are renting out.
A plainless airport.
They are now renting out spaces in the airport for church programs, for church services. And it has actually elicited some backlash and outcry on social media. People wondering why, how do you rent a space out in an airport area? They are just trying to make revenue. If plane no land, if people no come, at least money will come in from renting of the space. Let's take reactions. Joy Thompson 501 on IG says, church care. Obviously, those are staff of the airport, and if you listen to their prayer points carefully, it's prayers for the airport. If the airport closes down, they would all be jobless. Okay, so Joy Thompson is saying this is not a church, or it might look like they are bringing down fire, but it's for the staff members who feel this airport business that is happening, we might go jobless if we do not pray for it. And Foralistic says, if planes do not use the airport, the gospel will use it. And House of Habiba says, if they go fit to do church for under bridge, waiting the airport. And lastly, PH Shotler says, allow people to pray. If you heard clearly, they are praying for the airport. Obviously, the staff of the airport conducted a prayer session. So, Fem, what do you think? I mean, these people feel this airport will not close down.
For the airport, Abby.
It will not close down in our time.
I'm telling you, a very beautiful, colorful, shiny airport. We play no condit. I wonder what's the prayer for. Is it that planes will come without preparation, or airliners will come and drop their planes there, and then people will now be flying up and down? But then prayer is good, right? Yeah. But let's do it the right way.
That's what you think. All right, that's the much we can take of the show this morning. I would have loved to take a final one very quickly. That's because we brought you a story about that some weeks ago. Right. If we can have that now, I'll just tell you this backup story. Now, you remember that man who was assaulted by the member of the House of Representatives. Yeah, and I told you, I said what will end it will be him apologizing. Yeah. But there was a twist, because now it is the man that was assaulted that apologized to the House of Rep member for provoking him. And Nigeria said, we never saw this coming. This is a big twist. Maybe we take it tomorrow, actually.
But I saw it and I felt, whatever has happened, and we don't know the backstory. But for somebody to tell his abuse and say, the first say you slap me, now me cause him, no verse. Now me make you provoke, or they don't need tell you.
We have to go. We have to go, yes. Thank you so much for being a part of our world. We'll make a return tomorrow for another interesting time on Spring Trends. Probably we'll be able to take that video. Thank you so much, Femi Ojo, for doing this with me every morning. Until tomorrow, have for yourself a fabulous and productive day. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei.